Hey YouTube, it's Jaryd, and today we're going to be reacting to some Eurovision. Let's do it. Before we get started, if you want to keep up to date with all of the reaction videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please and thank you. 5 reactions back to back, we're on to number 4. Ireland. Ireland have had their national final, Eurovision Song 2022, and they have picked Brooke to represent them with the song That's Rich. So Brooke received the maximum amount of votes from the televote and the international jury, but from the studio jury she got second from last. But altogether the points added up means it was enough for her to represent Ireland. Ireland have 7 wins in the competition, which means they are the most successful country in Eurovision history. We're talking 3 back-to-back wins in 92, 93, 94. They didn't win in 95, and then they won again in 96. That's 4 wins over 5 years. That will probably never ever happen again, at least not in our lifetime. However, their last top 10 was in 2011, and their last top 5 was in 1997. So, following their wins of the 90s and before, we have not seen a lot of success for Ireland. We're hoping to change that, maybe get our 8th win. Let's go. Oh.
Take your mirror off the wall. Ain't she getting bored of your reflection? I'm tired of dodging all your calls.
Sounds like a party girl lifestyle.
You wanna be the center of attention. I'm getting sicky now. Stop sending flowers. I'll just burn them all, and you'll cry for hours.
Is she in her pajamas?
Well, I got news for you. You
Did she
say
not know she was coming to Europe?
hey, stupid, that's right. When it's coming from you, and that's right. Well, I got nothing to prove, that's right. You think I dress up for you, and that's right. Ha, bye, bye, fool. Bye, bye, fool. Bye, bye, fool. Used to think I need your help to feel good. Turns out to do it better. Think maybe you should please yourself. Because I'm over you, I see it never. I'm getting sicky now.
I like the disco balls. That-
Oh,
God. uh, There we go, the voguing slash pillow fight kind of vibe we had.
That's on me. I'll gloat up, yeah, that's on me. You see me now, you want me?
Oh wow.
No, I don't wanna meet your mother. But you're pretty sure you'll meet another. And you'll tell her you love her. Well, that's right. When it's coming from you, and that's right. Well, I know all of your moves, that's right. You think I dress up for you, and that's right. Ha, bye, bye, fool. Bye, bye, fool. Bye, bye, fool. Bye, bye, fool. Bye, bye, fool.
That was a nice note. Okay. So Ireland are not going to have their 8th win. Off of first reaction, I was not feeling that whatsoever. Gosh, there's so much to dissect. Start of the scene, the disco balls, the lights coming in, looks good. It kind of sets up the atmosphere. Then we have these 3 girls in their pajamas with no other kind of set, no other kind of... It doesn't lead anywhere, it's just them in their pajamas. It doesn't match, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe it kind of goes with the song and the lyrics, like it could be about, you know, girls when they're gossiping during like a sleepover. Maybe you could kind of try and make it there, but it's completely different from the disco balls and the lights and everything else. It just felt completely out of place and it fell flat. And it doesn't even match, their outfits didn't even match with the singer. So yeah, non-existent staging, already a huge loss. I need to see some massive spectacle, or else I need to see something simple and toned down. If you're going to be doing a song like this, there has to be a bit of something there. There's got to be something to match what you're singing about. There just wasn't, so that fell flat. The music, especially during the verses, I think the beat in the background, it sounded very catchy. I quite enjoyed that. It kind of reminded me of Dua Lipa, Love Again. You know, it was a good hook, and I was kind of invested in that, and I felt it was going to build and take me somewhere. And it fell so flat at the chorus. There was no room for it to go. It just kind of stayed at the same. And that might work on a tiny little stage like this, or it might work when you're in your garden singing into the squirrels, but you're going to be at Eurovision. You know, it's not just the TV that everyone's going to be seeing you. This is a whole arena we've got in front of there. You need to turn that up all the way. You're just going to be drowned out by nothingness. You're going to hear like the foot scuffing on the stage. It's going to be so quiet. You need to turn the volume up. There was no big moment at all. It went nowhere. There was the only part that stood out was when she had a spoken word poetry and she was saying about the other lovers who moved her, and I was like, okay, that's interesting, that's something different, and it kind of works because there's a bit of attitude there. You can give that whole Valley Girl like, yeah, like I think we should, like, you know, like you can do something with that. You can put a character there, but it was just a segmented part. The rest of the song didn't feel like that at all, and even then, the camera cutting, the angles of the whole thing were messy at best. It didn't really fit. I know this is probably not going to be the staging that's going to be at Eurovision, so I can only critique this specific performance on the Late Show. I realise I've been quite harsh on this entry. This is just off of first impressions. It's just, honestly, personal opinion. What this song is in desperate need of is a revamp, because at the moment it's giving her nothing to work with. This is the girl that made all of the coaches turn their chairs in The Voice. You know, she can obviously sing. Here she sounds nice in this contained studio set. I don't know how that's going to sound in a packed out arena. Brooke's adorable. She's up there having fun. She's got natural charisma on stage. That's an enjoyable performer up there. But the song is giving her nothing. There's no big moment for her. There's no kind of climax where she can hit that high note. You know, she won't blow you away with this song. There is plenty of time between now and the semi-finals for any kind of changes, any kind of revamps to be done. So this definitely needs to be edited, because at the moment, I'm not seeing this as a qualifier. Ireland have been struggling to qualify to the final, and even when they do, they're on the right side of the scoreboard, besides in 2011 when they got 8th place, and that's only because it was a gimmick act, because it was Jedward. But even though they're sometimes labelled as that, they brought a good song, a good stage performance, and they brought so much energy and fun to the competition. That's Rich, in its current state, is not enough to turn the tide for Ireland, and it is definitely not enough to get them their 8th win. This needs to be changed immediately. So that is my brutal opinion of Ireland's performance. What do you think? Do you think Ireland are going to qualify for this number? Do you think there are any changes that need to be made? Or do you love the song and you think it should be as it is? Let me know in the comments. And as always, I will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.